say powerful.
I mean, I never would have thought that would have been
So
it.
just boot this up and then like right click on your name on Steam
Yeah,
and
and then
invite you to play and it just works.
yeah.
Ideally.
I mean, how can it take up that much bandwidth? I mean, it bricked the stream. That's crazy to me.
Easy of the Duke, thanks for the prime.
So, so wait, so before we were, so you would wear gloves or you would not wear gloves? Cobalt. I'm not screen sharing. Oh, Cobalt. I was muted.
Hello.
I was muted. Would you
Yes,
wear
sir.
gloves or no gloves?
I would glove it for sure. Hyperbolic time chamber, you know, like
What's have you ever opened any older packs of Magic?
no, I'm too scared. I don't know, like Masters packs are probably the
Yeah.
only
Those are like what,
thing.
triple the normal retail price per pack?
Yeah, like 20, $30. I opened some collector boxes when the new sets come out sometimes.
Did
Like
you
for the newest set I did.
did you pre-order the D&D cards?
No, it's a standard set. And I've learned that you just buy singles of those,
Mm-hmm.
because I only play Commander. I don't play Standard.
Commander's
So I
100
only need
card deck?
one. Yeah, singleton. So just one of any type of card. So I don't even need four like a play set of anything. I just need one.
Wait, can you play it as more than one or it's you're only allowed one?
You get one of any type of card besides basics. But there's a lot of cards that do the same things. So you can kind of like go for multiple effects that way.
Okay. So Cobalt, I am on your screen.
Okay.
But we're on your save file, so I don't want to junk up any of yours. You know what I mean? Like, can we play on one
Okay.
that's irrelevant to you, or are they all relevant?
Yeah, I don't have.
Dead God is
So the
you're
first two are. This is
important.
my streak. Hold on, this is my streak right now for
Okay,
random
let's not do
characters.
that one.
And this one is my deathless unlocks right now.
Okay. What's your third one?
My third one is my old deathless unlock for Afterbirth Plus, which I finished.
Okay.
But I haven't done any of the. I don't have any of the tainted characters.
Look at that. Is that streak real?
Oh yeah.
That's why, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting coached by the #1 Isaac player in the world. We could do. I mean, we could just do a normie character. You have
Sure.
you have Jacob and Esau and Jacob.
Not on this one.
Okay.
I wasn't prepared, or I would have loaded up
No,
a third save file.
No, it's all good because I never would have thought that hosting a co-op game would yeet you. The other thing we could do is,
And I can do any vanilla character.
I'm just trying to think, the pivot could be, but then I could screen share to you on Discord, but then we can't co-op. You know what I'm saying? Could we, if we did a seeded run, does that skip the character? You know what I mean?
A seeded run. So like I could do that on my Dead God file and not. Will that not mess my streak up?
I don't know. It's a good question. I don't want to. I definitely don't want to mess your files up. But
copy pasting the safe folder doesn't work. I don't really usually mess with that stuff because I
Yeah.
feel like once you go down that rabbit hole,
you're not.
you know, like
it's very touch and go. You know. So your third one. I'm just trying to think. This doesn't have any unlocks, right? No tainted.
no tainted, but I've got everything but the nougat characters. So I don't know.
Yeah, let's do this. Let's just go basic Isity then. And let's go
Do we both have to play, like, how do we pick our characters basically here?
so you would just pick who you want to be, and then I really wanted to do tainted. I'm just trying to think if there's a way to do it. Let's just be who you want to be, and then we'll just roll. We'll talk like just generalities.
Okay. I could be like the Lost, and that's not gonna mess anything up.
Well, does this save file matter to you at all?
Nah, it's fine.
Okay, but
I mean, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay. All right, let's you be Lost and then I can be whoever. This 126 streak, does this matter? You know, I'll be Lost too.
I haven't played on this file in a long time anyway.
This is pre-repentance. All right, hold on. Don't leave this room because I gotta forget what button it does.
Terrible idea. First co-op, I'll be the Lost, no problem.
Hold on, I gotta go. Do you use controller, right?
I do. I have an Xbox Elite 2 controller.
Okay. Let me see here. Because now
we kill poops in this house, Northern Lion.
That's why, like, we had it all set up and then my internet. But so I think what you need to do here is go Alt Tab.
Alt Tabby.
To remote play.
Oh, is there like a... Oh, yeah, okay.
And I think you just gotta, like, see those, like, icons under my name? Like the keyboard and mouse, just click some of those. There you go. And then click the mouse, too. All right, cool.
All right, you're in.
You sent me some rumblings on that? Like, it, like, sent rumbles to my controller. All right.
Oh, nice.
All right, so now let me see if I can join. Chat, what is the bomb button on keyboard? Q? E. It's not letting me do this. Let me here back out one more time. Let's see if this let me invite you and let me see if this yeets our internet.
Like back out all the Okay.
Just because like I'm kind of pre-configured for co-op, but
it wasn't even a streak. It was just I unlocked everything without dying. It wasn't like intentional.
126 streak down the drain.
Like that includes greed runs, which aren't even like legitimate.
You don't greed runs don't count as wins.
Well, they count for your streak, which I don't like, but
yeah,
it is what it is. Oh, while you're doing that, my coffee just got here. It's at the door. I'm gonna go run downstairs for like 30 seconds.
All good, man.
I'll be right back.
Look, only the #1 Isaac player in the world gets coffee delivered to his door. I've heard of a lot of things being delivered to your door. A cup of Joe, only for the #1 Isaac player in the world. I'm gonna ask him about it. You better believe I'm asking him about it. Now, please, can we get some 596 spam in chat so that the stream doesn't go down when he joins? We'll go tainted lad. Oh, we got a win streak on the line too. Ooh, planetarium right off the bat. Where's my 120 win streak? That's on my personal save file that I don't share with anyone. It's just for me. Like George Lucas. I've been working on movies after Star Wars. When do we get to see him? Never. They're not for you.
All right.
All right. I got a couple questions for you. #1. I sent you the invite. #2.
Okay.
I've never heard of a cup of Joe being delivered. Can you shed?
I Ubered Starbucks.
Is that some kind of new tech? I've never heard of that before.
I mean, it's the best tech.
What,
wait, do I need my game open for this or?
No, you start. No, close. Okay. Yeah. And then what's your Starbucks order? The #1 Isaac play in the world. What's your Starbucks order?
Why? Well, perfect. I get an iced white mocha, iced white chocolate mocha with no whipped cream because I don't need the extra calories with all that syrupy stuff in there already.
Pinky's up. All right. Are you in my game?
I was, then I closed my game, and then it was like, you can't do that. So, but it looked better than before.
So I got a question for you. Since you're gonna be coaching me, do I need to be drinking a white mocha latte, no syrup, for optimum performance?
No whipped cream.
No whipped cream.
I mean, yeah, it's pretty good. I know that you quit. At one point, you had quit using creamer in your coffee when you were like doing like a fasting or something, or
yeah, that was a while back.
yeah, that I couldn't do that. Black coffee is blah. Yeah, send me one more invite.
No
Now that
problem.
my game's closed, and maybe it'll work.
No problem.
What is this?
Did you get like
wardrobe?
a crumpet with it or something?
No, actually, I got so I got my kid when he wakes up a pumpkin loaf.
Ooh.
I don't know what it is, but he destroys them. He just keeps coming back for more until it's gone.
I heard you.
Here we go.
Okay. I'm watching
Let's go.
the green OBS bar. Can you hit the start button?
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh.
We're OBS'd out of our mind. All right, I think we're good.
Yeah, it's not lagging this time. That's great. Where's my boy?
You're gonna be Tainted Lazzy.
Oh, can I not be the Lost?
No, be okay. Yeah, be whoever you want, but you're gonna be coaching me.
Oh,
On
I
Tainted
have
Lazzy.
to be tainted. Okay.
You don't
Tainted
have to be.
Lazarus. I'm not used to these icons. Which is it? That's E. Oh, here we go. This
All
guy.
right, ladies.
Oh, wait, am I?
Wait, I'm not
normal?
tainted. Am I tainted?
I'm not tainted.
Wait,
You're tainted, I think. Oh, wait. Are we both tainted? I see
wait.
your
How
flip.
come you have red drip? I don't have red drip.
Uh-oh. Oh.
Okay.
Oh, this is so bad.
the lag.
Yeah.
That's good. Yes. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're super excited. We got the #1 Isaac player in the world, COBALTSTREAK, playing via lag. So he's going to be coaching us up. So, COBALTSTREAK, for someone who's never played Tainted Lazarus, give me
Never played it?
give me first grade vernacular. What are we looking at here?
All right, so you've got your flip in the bottom right corner, right?
Okay.
You use that just like any other like little tainted extra item with your right bumper there.
So if I hit
And
it, should I hit it or no? Save it.
I'd save it.
Okay.
That's gonna flip you to the other version of your character. It's basically like Lazarus and then whatever he comes back as.
Flip side.
but-
What can we name him? Can we call him Flippy? What do you call?
Flippy?
What do you call him when you hit the button? What do you call him?
Jerk. Guy that's probably gonna get me killed.
Okay, we'll call him Jerk.
We got
Okay.
a library. This is looking good.
Okay, so you flip. Why do we want to flip?
Okay, so so every room that you finish, oh no, you're going to automatically flip.
Every room that so after this room, we're flipping.
You're flipping.
Okay.
I'm lagging, but
Well, look, you're the
I'm
number
gonna
one
try.
Isaac player in the world. You lagging, you're better than 98% of everyone else playing, just based on your skill, your accomplishments. Game. Okay, so now
me.
I'm Jerk.
Yes. So
Okay.
that character has a little bit of different stats.
Okay.
He's gonna have less range, less speed, more damage,
Okay.
and less health.
Okay.
So what I try to do is I try to put all my beefy items, my red health items, on my front character. So that
you call
I
those
can-
beefy items.
Yeah, so like anything that's gonna net you value, like an old bandage or red health stuff, I'll try to put on my front character, my first character,
Okay.
so that I can play blood banks and stuff.
Okay.
And then I try to throw damage onto my second character since he already has like the better damage.
Okay.
And obviously enough to keep him alive too.
What's the percentage chance do you think, as our first time Tainted Lazarus player, on this run you could coach us to like even a streamer room victory?
My room's frozen. Well, maybe 50-50.
50-50. Okay.
He's tough. It depends on where you're trying to go to, really.
Okay.
He's if it was greed mode, much worse chance of survival because you flip every wave.
All right,
I'm just in the corner.
Cobalt,
Like,
I gotta pause for a second. I think the Gaben takes a lot of our internet on this, but
yeah.
we'll keep going. If it happens again, then I'll just Discord screen share with you.
Okay.
All right. So
yeah, I can watch the stream and comment. I only have like 2 seconds of delay.
Okay. So
well,
I think let's do that because it's like we're gonna be battling the raviolis.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
don't
cool.
know what they were thinking, not polishing the remote play, but you know,
All right, cool.
we can play together. It's just not very well.
All right, give me 1 sec here.
I threw my 126 streak away for this, Stan.
No. This is on mine. It's on mine.
I know, but I already did.
No, you can run it back, can't you?
Yeah, but
No, like can't you continue the run?
yeah, it's the lost.
Yeah, you got it.
I mean,
are you still in the game? Or are you out?
I'm out of the game.
Okay. All right, cool.
All right, I got your stream up and I can watch and.
All right,
Yeah,
so
I'm upstairs, so the delay's not bad.
So, okay, so Tainted Laz, you think you can coach us 50% chance to get a victory?
I think so. Like here's the thing, like when I was like, oh, Dan wants me to coach him, I don't know what he's going for. Is he want to learn a specific character? Does he want to go for speed so that we can crush Northern Line next time we race? Or
honestly, you know what? I like that idea. so we're gonna pivot, just because sometimes I always say the best ideas come from the community, and in this case, you're the community. So we're gonna race Ryan Gary in a vanilla Isaac race. Okay.
0 chance.
Okay.
Come on.
So you ready?
Yeah. Well, who are we gonna do? Just
We're do Isaac because we're gonna prep this run. So Isaac.
Okay.
All right. So the #1 Isaac player in the world gonna coach me how to cut 5 to 10 minutes off our Isaac run. All right. So right now, talk to me. So this is you. How do we cut some 5-10 minutes off our run?
All right. If we're playing Isaac with the D6.
Yes.
Main thing, you don't want to spend your D6 rolls in your item rooms.
Okay. Why is that?
Because your item room pool is going to be much larger, and there's a lot of stuff that's not as good in your item room pool.
Okay.
So you want to focus your rolls on your boss items, and well, on the first floor, boss item. On subsequent floors, if you think you're going to make your devil or your angel room, then you want to save it for that. And then if you just don't hit anything there, then you roll your boss.
Okay, let me ask this. So like on this path right now, so I got this boss fight. Would you go back to get your item on a speed run, or you're leaving it?
It depends on if you're allowed to reset. If you're allowed to reset, I would hold R until I find an item room or a curse room with like some gas in it, which means like tier 8 or damage.
Okay.
And generally while you're looking for that, you don't want to waste time like fighting the boss. I don't know if you guys do resets or if you just kind of like
It's like a no reset run. So I'd call it like no sweat races. So I'd say the R key's out of the equation right now, or the holding the R button. So
right, no R key.
So with that in mind, what am I doing right now? Do I go look for the item room, or am I just re-rolling?
Yeah.
Look for
I'd hit the item room first, because that is going to potentially give you an item that's going to speed up all of your other rooms.
Okay.
Instead of kind of like dirtling in a boss room with like no item.
Okay, so breakfast, you're re-rolling here.
I'd roll that for sure, yeah.
Just take that because we probably won't get another one, or just hodl.
Did you roll it yet?
Yeah, I rolled. Oh, it's wooden spoon.
Okay, let me. Yeah, wooden spoon's fine. Speed's good because you can backtrack faster. You can. It's just better for dodging. Like speed's good for speed running.
Okay, real quick. So as I look at this map, right, is there any indication to you which way you're going first to find the item room?
No, I would just.
Because it's all the same.
Yeah, the first floors are just so small that it's not going to make much of a difference. Another big tip that you can do is when you can try to position yourself when the room is about to end, like when you're about to kill the last enemy. You can either position yourself directly in the middle of the room where a consumable might drop, so you're just picking that up right away and able to leave, or you can position yourself by the door so that you can just leave the room right away and save yourself a couple of seconds every room instead of having to walk to the exit.
I got it. So you're talking like that's like frames over time add up.
Oh yeah, it's every little bit in a speed run is gonna add up.
Okay.
Which yeah, you just want to cut off any amount of time that you can. You know, not getting hit is also a key strategy.
Well, so here's my thing is like, so like I'm thinking this floor right now, right? Let me just survive this floor. But I'm gonna turn on the avionics. So we have 3 minutes on this floor. That's not good.
No, but I mean, we are talking through some strats here.
Yeah.
And generally, if you're like racing somebody in like a tournament setting, they will allow like holding R.
Yeah.
But if you don't want to play that way, that's fine. I just think it's less consistent. It's going to be more RNG.
Yeah.
Or more skill, but also more RNG, just because you can't control that little bit of control you have. You know, holding R and picking a good starting item. You don't have
with an R key. All right. So like, what would be considered like a good time to beat the golden chest or the golden room?
I see that's tough because I haven't tried to speed run much Repentance, but ideally you would want to be able to finish a run between 20 to 25 minutes in Afterbirth Plus.
Okay.
To the chest. I would say, I mean, yeah, this is a little more tough.
Without the R key?
Well, without the R key, it's tough. And Repentance is just harder as well. So I mean, I'd probably tack maybe 5 more minutes onto that.
Okay, so you think if I could beat it to the gold chest in sub 30, that's like pretty good.
Oh yeah, that's really good. Yeah. And then if you do anything sub 20, that's like lightning fast.
Really
quick. So I would grab that. Yeah, the shop item there for sure.
Okay. So then, okay. So
also, big tip for speedrunning,
mm-hmm.
Your bombs. You can use your bombs obviously to speedrun because you can like blow out of a room.
Mm-hmm.
So if you like walk into a room you just know is going to take a lot of time, like, you know, the room with all the whack-a-moles that pop up in the center,
yeah,
and then they like disperse everywhere, and you have to like track them down, and it's like a 2-minute room.
Yeah,
you can just go bomb through there, and that'll save you some time as well.
Okay.
And if you want to save bombs for the womb and the cathedral, since you know there's no item rooms and shops, that's also another quick way you can make up time there, just blowing through those rooms with bombs. Instead of having to clear.
Let me ask you about this room right here. So like, say this is a normal room, I walk in here. Are you wasting time shooting this chocolate and then opening the chest, or are you just leaving it on a real speed run?
It depends on how my consumables are looking at the moment. So if I'm out of keys or bombs or money, I'll stop to maybe grab a chest,
mm-hmm.
just so that I know I'm going to be able to hit my item rooms and stuff like that.
Okay.
On the subsequent floors. Also, it's not bad having a little money to check your shop with, because mapping is obviously really good. It's just hard to find. It's kind of just like it's all about knowing how strong you are with the items you have and like what you can get away with,
mm-hmm.
And how confident you are you're not going to die, and then kind of like riding the balance of that. And if you can see your other player's screen, mm-hmm. then you also can kind of know like, okay, I'm a floor ahead of them right now, and I've got more damage or tier rate or whatever, so I can dial it back a little bit, take my time a little bit more, look around, and try to get like a bigger advantage rather than I'm just trying to go super fast.
That's good strats.
Yeah, so you can kind of play with racing. You can kind of play off your opponent instead of like if you're doing a 7-character speedrun, you're just balls to the wall the whole time.
So speaking of that, like I've attempted 7-character speedruns like twice and came up short. Well, real quick, so I haven't got my item room yet. Are you going in this boss fight because we have a spirit heart?
You don't want to go in there without a charge ready. You did blow a charge on your item room last floor, which which you should probably save those for your next floor, especially if your item's bad, because it just got you a fart baby anyway, right? So
like you called it blowing a charge. Okay, so but say I had full charge in there, you're going in to fight the boss because we have the buffer, or no?
Yeah, you got full charge. You want at least 5, right? Because after the boss, you're gonna be fully charged.
Okay.
And I would wait. Like, obviously, you're gonna want. I don't know if you want to go for God Rooms or Devil Deals. I haven't speedrun repentant stuff that much, but I know the angel rooms are more consistent with like goodies now, and the devil deals aren't as good. So I skip those a lot of the time, but I haven't decided like if you're speed running which to do.
What's
That's rough.
So are you rolling this, or are you saving your roll for the?
I'd save for the boss room / devil deal if you're gonna go for devil deals.
Okay. So typically, just like my play style, if you will, is I don't really like devil deals because I'm heavily reliant on getting hit. So so I usually pass on those and hold HODL for an angel deal.
And I think angel deals are still good because like if you kill the angel, you're gonna get that half a key piece, and you can roll that for an extra item too.
Got it.
Which could be nice.
So what are you looking for? So you know this boss, like what are you hoping for here on a normal boss item? That's
anything tier 8, anything damage. Speed isn't bad, obviously like health's okay, but tier 8 damage. For the item room, the lost contact, like it's good for survivability in a normal run. Meat's great.
Okay. So meat's good. We're gonna we'll pass on the devil deal and then go re-roll real quick, or is that not worth the time?
I would just go, but I mean you can, if you aren't feeling confident, you can go back and re-roll. I think it's a waste.
Okay.
Because if you hit your boss room, if you find your boss room on the next floor faster, you'll already have a roll up instead of trying to like scramble around to make one.
So you don't put a lot of sauce on a speed run on the actual item rooms.
No, not besides holding R. Like if you have extra keys, yeah, but as far as like the pools, I think that's one of the weaker pools just because there's so many items and there's so many like not great items in there as well.
Got it.
Like curse rooms, if you think you can still make your angel room chance, those are fine to check. Like if you had a couple more soul hearts, you pop in there. But yeah, and for the lost contact, normally that's a pretty good survivability item, but for a speed run, it's just going to slow you down because your tiers blocking enemy tiers, that's damage you're not putting on the boss, right?
I got you.
So you're kind of just slowing yourself down by grabbing an item like that.
Okay.
So, there you go. Found it quick.
So if you've been in a race before and like you lose your devil deal or angel deal, which I can't imagine happening very often, would you yeet your run or would you just keep going?
At some point, I mean, it depends on your opponent and what they have. If they're still far behind, you might feel comfortable resetting, but a lot of the time I would probably just keep pressing forward and hoping that I'm gonna find something that's gonna just speed me up. In that last room too, since you have 5 bombs, I would check for the super secret right there.
Okay. Just because we're so close.
Yeah, just because it's like right there and you have like 4 or 5 bombs. Bombs are also great, like you just did for Peep, for knocking a boss that's kind of tanky, like Peep out real quick. Because some of the bosses are just more like bullet absorbent. So yeah, bomb play is really important in racing as well.
Shoot, I should not have picked that up.
I really like that one.
Okay.
The booster. You could pop the stars here since you haven't found your item room yet as well, just to save you some time looking for that.
And you
don't have a key.
You'd hodl here and you wouldn't re-roll this.
I'd pop a roll here because you're gonna backtrack and grab a few charges, and most likely you're gonna have a boss room up before your boss room.
Okay. So on these two, what are you thinking?
Either of those are fine. I probably would go with, I don't know, probably the egghead.
What did the egghead do?
So the egghead makes it where if you take damage from above you, it has a chance to negate it, and also can like stop you from taking curse room damage. It also gives you a soul heart though, which is why I would have taken it, just to help preserve your chances to find your angel room a little better.
So
Celtic Cross is good.
Off the top of your dome, like what would be like a couple S tier speedrun items you could get in a normie room? Like something you see where you're like, oh, this is amazing, insta take, don't even think about it for a speedrun.
Tech X, Magic Mushroom, anything that's like a damage multiplier.
Okay. Anything non-damage related that's like kind of avant-garde or anything weird that you can think of?
I mean, I don't know, like a couple of the followers are like a little brimstone would be really good. Um, See, I would say like Sack Dagger, but they sped orbitals up, so they're a little harder to use. So I'm not sure how good those are anymore as far as like speed running. I think Sack Dagger would still probably be pretty good because it's just so big.
So you're focused on a lot of like anything D up. That's the play.
Anything that's gonna kill enemies faster. Yeah, like you just don't like health is great. But I mean, I've won races on half a heart, like to the chest, you know, like right at like the whole chest floor with half a heart.
I remember, dude. I don't
that.
Pop which one? Triple?
The super secret. See if there's a super secret right there.
Oh,
just like on your way through.
I remember watching the one. I think it was against Wolf 21, and it was like it literally was a half a second, maybe a second difference. That was a real long time ago.
Yeah, that was probably like what, 8 years ago or something. Crazy like that. Yeah, times. Whew, bringing back
speaking of tournaments, I'm not trying to put you on the spot, but historically you've put on tournaments, you know, around expansion launches. Are you considering that or no for Penton?
So the thing about that is it just takes so much like time and energy, and then that's time off your normal stream. And you have to organize players, you have to make sure that there are players, you have to practice speedrunning a lot, because if you're gonna do a tournament, you want to be well versed in all of the ins and outs of it, so you can commentate on it and not look like an idiot. And then you have to hold tryouts, and you have to schedule everybody, and you have to come up with prize money, which we've pretty much paid out of our pockets every time, since we haven't really got like, there's not, I mean, Red Bull's not gonna, sit here and like sponsor like an Isaac racing. I mean, maybe one day,
maybe. So basically you would do it if like someone's like, hey, Kobe, come commentate this, but in terms of you being logistics manager, you're like, I'm good.
Yeah, it's just really tough. You have to get like custom overlays made. You have to get like, we had an item tracker programmed for it. It's just a lot of work, and it's great. It's awesome for the community, but just like being a dad now and just not having much time, and then like honestly, like a lot of those tournaments actually cost us money to run because we're paying all the prize money, out of our pockets, and like, I'm not gonna like that guy, like I'm greedy or anything.
No,
it's just like realistically,
if it costs you time, it's one thing, but if it costs you time and money, you're like, bruh.
It's like if I pay $5,000 in prizes, and then I'm breaking even, but I'm putting 3 months of work into it. It's like, ouch.
Yeah, no, I got you.
And I always hate asking for any kind of support from anybody. Like, I get enough from my own channel. It's just one of those things. It's like, it's just really hard to do.
No, I get it.
Yeah, but I know if like somebody like asked me to commentate, or
all you have to do is show up. Be like, yeah, do it.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so back to Stray here. So now that I got Goldie, right? So now I should just be streamlining.
Yeah, you're doing perfect. I'd be popping bombs all over all the enemies. I'd even go check that item room just like while you're running by it, since you have the Goldies.
Okay.
Might as well just finish the boss though, because you have half a soul heart. And
yeah, I left that half back there. So like right now for me, I'm thinking like, you see that half blue on the map? Like to me, that could be a difference maker, but ideally you just don't get hit by the boss, right? Or I should have picked this up the first time.
You just want to make sure you're making those deals. Oh, that was beautiful bomb though, right there. You got all of them with that one. Nice. Right. I don't know how much my coaching is going to help you, because Northern Lion's literally listening to all my tips.
Well, the thing about him is he won't take any coaching at all. So he's
okay. Fair.
Yeah. So, what would you do here?
$3 bill.
Okay.
I like it.
All right.
I think it helps you kill stuff a lot. It's a little zany, but.
All right. So
oh no.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, it's not true. It's not false. Okay. So now we're definitely taking this. Look at that pog face. We're definitely taking the
Oh,
sticks.
nice. Yeah. Oh yeah. Tier 8.
Okay. Sticks and then
And
sword.
then let's go see. Oh, that one's. Ooh. Okay. No. That's the wrong sword. That's the lance tip. Yeah. I'd pop the angel and then do a double roll.
Okay.
And since you have.
Why don't you like the sword?
Well, so it just takes contact damage. It does double whatever your damage is when you make contact with it to an enemy.
Okay.
So unless you're gonna be like living inside of things' faces,
Yeah.
and you're super confident in your health. I mean, you do have a Celtic cross, but yeah,
You wouldn't live that lifestyle.
just risky.
Yeah.
No, there's so many other better deals. I'd pop all these pots in case you get a quarter too, and then you can roll that.
I didn't know you could get quarters from those.
Oh yeah, you can get swallowed penny and quarters from pots.
All right.
Swallowed penny is one of the best trinkets.
Really? What does swallowed penny do?
Oh, when you take a damage, you have a chance to drop a coin.
Okay.
So you can just like game break with it really easily if you get like a fanny pack, like an old badge, anything that where you take damage, you're gonna make resources. Because then you can like manipulate your health to just snowball. Ooh.
Okay. What do you think?
Crown.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you can take both of these, but you're gonna keep your D6. Breath of Life is terrible, but the crown's great.
Okay. Is there any point in taking this or no?
No, it's gonna replace your D6. You want to hold your D6.
Okay.
I think you're gonna have to fill your red health up though for the crown to be active. Yeah, you got it.
All right. Cool.
Perfect.
So okay, good. So and let's talk about mapping a little bit, right? So like here on this floor, are you just guessing?
I would probably try to check the long room first just to get it out of the way.
Okay.
I feel like every time I don't check a long room, that's always the way it is.
Okay.
Which it's not this time, but
And then everything else, like now, this is just a guess the rest of the way.
yeah, just have to guess. I just probably would pick left. Sometimes, like once you get going, you can kind of tell if that's going to be the way or not.
What are some things that I mean? I know a lot of it's feel, but what is something that you'd be like, oh, this can sometimes tell you it's not going to be this way.
Well, if I hit like a dead end and there's like another direction to go, oh look, yeah, glitter bombs aren't bad. It's a lot of it's feel like I see right now. I think this is the right way because it's branching in so many different directions, but it might not be.
Are you going to go left and up here? Is that those are your first two moves as opposed to down?
I'd probably go left and up, just because it's taking you further away from the rest of the map, and your boss point is usually going to be it's almost always your furthest point away from your starting point. With the exception being if you have a map that loops, so like, you know, it circles around on itself, those can get kind of weird.
Those are fairly rare though, right?
They are fairly rare, but they also can be helpful because you can like walk into one room and your boss can be like right there.
I got you.
But generally, it's your furthest point away from your starting point.
Okay, so now we're thinking. You think this is a dead end?
I would check it. It may be a dead end at this point. I would still check the bottom area.
Okay.
Oh, that sucks.
So
Maybe I'll give you a steamy. Nope.
All right. So now you're going down here first, or would you just end the run here? Shoot.
Yeah, I'd go down.
Okay.
Oh, you mean like quit the run?
No,
or,
but
like
you know, like just take the new path. All right.
Yeah, it's nothing wrong with checking the item rooms and stuff either. Ooh, tough. I mean, since you have, okay, I would have grabbed the other one.
Oh. See, I thought I wasn't even thinking. Okay.
It's just wider shot, and you have your little, you know, triangle tiers or whatever, right? Or your diamonds, and they're kind of hard to hit with sometimes. Ooh,
got it. What was that?
Pills.
What was that item called?
The balls of steel, or no, the wide shot.
The one I
Popula
passed.
Duplex.
Okay. So you take that because it just gives you more real estate for your shots to hit?
Yeah, it's just gonna connect more generally. And I feel like the crown tiers, I don't know, they're always like so tiny, you know, so any little extra help they can get is good.
Let's talk speed trinkets real quick. So right now I had the petrified. Is there any trinkets that you're like
Curved horn.
curved horn? So so D up, you're big on D up. Are there any like speed or like door unlock ones or anything like that help?
So like, it's interesting because I haven't tried to race that much, but
Yeah.
I think like maybe. See, I don't know what unlocks you don't have. Do you have the crystal key?
No, I don't.
Probably not. Okay, so do you care about spoilers?
No, no.
So the crystal key, what it does is when you clear a room, it has a chance to open a red door for you automatically.
Ooh.
So you can like, theoretically, if you're speedrunning and you have that and a red door opens, you could get like a major like room skip. Like kind of like how you like would skip through a secret room to like get to a boss.
Yeah.
And like skip half the stage.
Oh,
So,
it could like bridge you through.
Exactly. And it also could, you know, get you some extra goodies since you can find all those like crazy like side red rooms, like item rooms or even devil deals and stuff like that. Ultra secret. So a trinket like that would be super helpful, but anything damage tier 8 like cancer, curved horn. I like the sigil of Baphomet as well. Just because like if you're killing stuff, you're invincible. So you can get really crazy with like orbitals with that. Just running in and face checking stuff with your orbitals and knocking things out.
All right.
Yeah, your bombs are looking super solid here. You got your roll up. 4.5% though, not looking too good there on your deal you're making, but that's okay. What's the time right now? I know we're kind of taking our time.
23. So I figure we'll kind of do like a walkthrough one like this, and then I'll push the gas on the next one. So this key, does this help? Helps us more than the feather, right?
Yeah, the feather I think gives you a better chance to find black hearts, which aren't that bad for speedrunning if you want to like face check things.
Yeah.
Because it, you know, does whole damage to the whole room. The store key just gets you in shops for free without a key.
Got it.
So not too good.
And that door stop thing is not I'm trying the door stop trinket.
Oh yeah.
What does that do?
The door stop trinket's gonna leave your door open when you walk in a room so you can exit right away. That's actually really good. Yeah, the wedge for speed running. Because like if you hit a dead end, you can just leave, right? You don't have to finish. You don't have to bomb out. You don't have to finish the room.
Okay, so here you're taking Euthansia, or are you rolling it?
I would take the shot. You just got a 4.5% devil deal, by the way, which is almost as impressive as your B skill with 8 guppy collars. So I'm like watching that, like, what is going on?
So here, I mean, I need H up, but I mean, do I need maybe I need to change my strat up. Maybe I need to be focused more on D.
So the thing is, once you've got that first angel room, right?
Yeah.
Because you skipped your first devil deal. So you had your guaranteed angel room. After that, if you get a devil deal, it doesn't matter if you check it. Because you're not getting an angel room and it's not going to make it where your next room is guaranteed angel.
Really?
So you might as well check it.
Can you?
Yeah, it's only the first time.
Can you break that down for me? Because I just do it because that's what chat says. But if your second floor, you get a devil deal. If you go in, like if you walk in, that decreases your chance at an angel room on the next floor. Is that correct? Or is that not?
No.
It's not correct.
I'll tell you exactly how it works.
Yeah.
So in Repentance, they changed it. If you skip your very first devil deal that you make and don't go in the room, your next angel room you find is guaranteed to be an angel room.
If you don't go in.
If you don't, check it.
Okay.
As soon as you get an angel room, though, your chances go back to even for you to find an angel room or a devil room.
So if you skip another one, do they go?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It's only the first one you skip. But there are ways to sway your devil deal into angel room percentage. So let's say like right now you have your 16.9%, right? Mm-hmm. If you were to go in your shop and put 10 coins in your donation machine, that would change your devil deal chance into God room chance.
Okay.
A portion of it. So it would take like what? I think it's like 8 to 10% or something like that, and it would take that from the devil deal and just slap that onto your angel room.
Okay.
So if you're trying to get angel rooms, you can always just go throw some extra coins in the donation machine if it's not busted yet. Also, you can get the key piece from the angels. That's automatically going to give you more Angel Room chances over Devil Deal chances.
Okay.
But in a speed run, like
you're going
that's
deep.
a little risky because you want to roll that, right? Like that's an extra Angel Room item you could have.
So for you, I mean, you're not even messing with Angel, and I mean, like, not current meta, but when you speedrun the past, you just go straight Devil Deals.
Devil Deal, yeah. You don't want your knife, your brimstone, your guppies. It was more consistent though, because like Devil Deals now, they added all these extra items that aren't that good, which I think they did intentionally, but they really nerfed the Devil Deal stuff. There's still good stuff in there, but
it's not like before it was like insta pogs.
Yeah, like, you know, the pack, the mark, like all these damage up items. And then even some of the ones that were good, they nerfed, like the Maw doesn't give you the black hearts anymore. Abaddon, it doesn't like, it like takes more hearts from you now instead of like just, you know, juicing your health all the way.
Got it.
So, and then you're also spending more health, obviously, to take those, which I feel like health is harder to make in Repentance to a certain extent as well. So, yeah, I don't know. Like, if I was going to race, I would have to play around with, like, are Devil Deals viable, or you want to skip it for the Angel Rooms? You're making pretty good time here. Like, not too bad for...
What does your gut tell you that, like, all right, if you had a race, like, literally in 2 minutes, what would you do?
If we're doing D6 runs, I probably would try for Angel Rooms, but like I said, I would also be resetting my item room for a good item room.
Okay. So I got
aim is bad.
I got an idea after this if you want to, and I don't think I'm gonna take this all the way to the chest because we had some tech issues. But hear me out. Would you be willing to, right after this, after we beat Mom, and then I'll eat it? Would you be willing to race me? I mean, you don't have to stream or anything, but just check in with me what room you're in.
Sure.
Can you do that? Can you do that and then still like kind of coach?
Sure. Okay. Well, yeah. Okay. I can do that.
I mean, like I won't flood you, but like I'll ask you, should I take this?
Yeah, it's just for fun.
Yeah. I mean, like if you lose it, it's like, you know, Team USA basketball losing to, like, you know.
I don't care if I lose.
Yeah. You care.
Yeah, the thing is,
you do like, care though. I mean, and that's why you're a great player. You know, you're being the nice guy. But... Yeah, you're being the nice guy, which you're a good friend.
I do care, but it's not a big deal. Like the thing is, like, chat's always asking me, like, oh, when are you gonna do 7 character speed runs, or are you gonna like race and stuff? And I'm like, the thing is, if I started doing that frequently, I tunnel vision. If I'm gonna efficiently race, I am going to like not talk. I'm gonna stare at my game. I'm not gonna read chat. You know, I'm fully focused because I want to be the best I can be, right?
Yeah. And can I just say it for you? Don't need to do that. Like you already your viewership's good. You don't have to grind it out. You know what I mean? And you've already won a ton of speedrun stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, back in the day, I suppose.
Do you have a desire to speedrun again?
I mean, if I ever get bored, it's like a thing. Like if I get bored with streaking, or you know, making up my own challenges, then yeah, I could go back to that as like an alternative. That's what's great about Isaac is like it's only limited to your own creativity with how you challenge yourself. Whether it's like speed running or doing a streak or, you know, trying to unlock everything you can without dying.
That's like, let's talk about that real quick. So currently that's what you're doing, is trying to unlock everything in Repentance without dying.
Yes.
And
well, there are some unlocks that require death.
Really?
Like to get the scissors, you have to die 99 times.
So what are you gonna do for those? Are they just exempt?
I just go around them. I just try to get every single thing that I can without actually having to die.
Okay, so then they'll be like the last things you do. Well,
yes.
Or you won't have to do it. It'll be like the celebration.
All right. Real quick, let me see if I can back up my file, which I never do.
Okay.
Let me see.
No worries,
Isaac.
Yo, big thank you to COBALTSTREAK, #1 Isaac player in the world, coaching us up now. Give him a taste of his own medicine. See if we can beat him.
Steam. Because I want to do it on my 100% file.
Yeah, that's cool. Oh, but you don't want to wreck. You don't want to wreck it either. Why don't you do it on? Why don't you do it on the 132? Oh, because we're just doing.
I mean, I can.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, I'm not gonna have all the goodies you're gonna have, but that's fine.
So Cobalt, and this is not a flex, but this is just getting people up to speed. What is your history with racing? In terms of like, what have you won? Blah blah blah.
All right, so I got invited to play in the first Boiler that was hosted by Crumps, which was like the first official like Isaac racing event.
That was a while ago. When was that?
That was like 8 years ago, probably. That was Flash Isaac. So that I won that event. That was like a whole like league. So that was like months of playing and racing. And I think I went undefeated in that. I don't think I actually lost to anybody. Then we did, I think Richard did a tournament that I got invited to, and I ended up winning that as well. And then I think there was one more I won. And then I started basically being like, okay, I'm gonna run my own tournaments now.
Okay.
And that's when I was like, yeah, Richard, let's do our own tournaments. And we just started commentating. And then we actually entered one of our own tournaments, which was the only one I lost. But then I felt good about that because like, who wants to win their own prize money, right? So that was fun. I just feel like it's like wrong, you know, like I'm hosting, but then I'm entered, but then I like win my own prize money. So that was actually like a relief to lose that one. But I think Slackaholicus ended up taking a couple of rounds off of me on that one and beating me, and he's pretty good. So but yeah, you've won a lot of Isaac. If you had to guess from inception, from Flash to now, ballpark, how many hours do you think you have in Isaac? I have almost 10,000 hours.
Okay, so 10,000 hours. So you and I are about to race Isaac against Isaac. No Arky.
We can do no Arky. That's fine.
Okay, no Arky. And this is after you coached me up.
Chest.
This is gentleman's agreement. This is an exhibition. It does not count against Cobalt's record, if indeed the unthinkable happens. Yeah, we'll take it to the chest, and you're being gracious enough to advise us along the way.
Yeah, no problem. If you need like help knowing which item to pick up, or if you want to roll something, for sure.
Okay. And then because you're not streaming or anything right now, can you just give us an update like, hey, cleared caves 1, cleared caves 2?
Yeah, no problem. Okay. I gotcha.
Just so you know, I believe the odds, you know, because we have a prop bet up in the live studio audience, I think it's like 0.01 chance. Sorry, 19-to-1 odds, which I think is a little generous, to be honest.
Isn't that better than your Northern Lion odds?
No, I think like the difference is like I'm gonna give it my all against you. I think lightning has to strike for me to beat you. I think I can catch Ryan. I think I can beat him 3 out of 10 times. But after your coaching, maybe I get it to 50-50 ball.
Yeah, we might need to.
Yeah, maybe a few more coaching sessions.
On you.
Yeah,
he's peeping on you, man. He's still in the strats.
Are you ready to go?
This is gold I'm giving you here.
I mean, you've given me a lot. I mean, like the memory bank has been. You've made a lot of deposits. Yeah, a lot of deposits. All right, so we're going Isaac to gold chest. Right? No Arky.
Yep.
Okay.
You can count us in whenever you're ready.
Okay, I would say 3, 2, 1, go. All right, ready?
Good luck.
Good luck.
Oh wait, you did it already?
Yeah. No, I'm gonna go 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, okay.
All right, ready? 3,
yep.
2, 1, go. Good luck.
All right, good luck.
Do you spam?
I got a library.
Do you spam any buttons in between to like speed up any of the stuff, like the loading screens or anything?
Oh yeah, I do that anyway, just out of like reflex.
I got envy, just to, you know, I'm sure that's something you like to hear.
I've got a library with 2 books.
What are the books?
And nothing good, but I'm gonna roll them so that I get my bookworm.
Oh, and what is bookworm? I always just get it just because it says bookworm on the screen. What does that give you?
Gives you a chance to shoot an extra like double shot tier.
Just
basically.
randomly.
Yeah.
Is it based on luck?
I don't believe it's based on luck. I might be wrong about that. Sometimes I am wrong about things. It happens.
It's unlikely, but it does happen. All right. Are you a boss yet?
I am not the boss. I just found my first item room.
What do you got in there?
I'm killing the flies. Oh, I got an algiz. Oh, I just realized. No, I got a PhD. That's pretty good. Shot speed up.
All right, so I'm taking cobalt strats here. I'm in a huge room with an item, but I just left it because I'm like, it's gonna take me forever to clear it.
What item was? Oh, an item room.
Yeah, like, so would you have done that, or would you? I mean, it was like probably 20 enemies in there. You're leaving it?
That's probably a safe leave.
Okay.
Generally, like on the early floors, you kind of just want to muscle it out to try to make, something that you feel comfortable with going further with.
Yeah.
So grabbing and checking the items earlier is probably better than having to slow down later to pick up items so you don't die.
Yeah.
You just want to try to like front load your run as much as possible.
So like,
all right, I got Horseman as my boss.
So
I got a champion famine, or
so that means you're getting a guaranteed horse.
I'm gonna get a guaranteed orbital.
Okay.
And a soul heart.
Did you already kill the boss?
Nope, still working on him. He's tanky.
Ladies and gentlemen, he cleared. I got the lead. I got to hang on to the lead just for a little bit. All right. But I know you're screaming now. All right.
The boss is cleared. Should I go to the downpour? I don't know. Probably not. I'm just getting like unlocks. Like, well,
I had to risk it just so I could say I led you, even just for like a minute. It's like you're playing Jordan one-on-one in basketball and you go up 1-0, even though you're
trying to keep the pressure on me.
Oh, and you know what? I would get one of the strats you gave me, which I didn't use in the prior races, is that you got the window of your opponent up.
Yes, that's can be really important as far as just knowing. Like if you're like in a serious race,
yeah,
they're not going to tell you where they're at or, like any kind of help. But there's no rule at peeping their screen. Against peeping their screen.
Yeah, so my take is I'm gonna treat it like a casual race with Ryan, but I'm gonna be like sweating it up, so he won't know. He won't know that I got his screen open.
Sounds good. Yeah. I had both your screens open when I was watching you guys play for sure. I was just appalled that when you guys were co-oping that he wouldn't let you kill the poop. He's like, no, just leave that. We're good. I'm like, there could be gold in there. There could be dimes.
That's why I'm not worried about him eavesdropping on our coaching session, because he's not going to institute anything you say anyways. He plays how he plays, and that's
fair. It's fair.
Yeah. Where are you at right now?
Obviously, you don't want to kill poop and speed running. I am on my second floor looking for my boss item, boss room.
Okay, I just picked up Wishbone Trinket. That randomly
pretty bad.
Just randomly throw something.
The wishbone, if you take damage, it has a very small chance to break and drop you an item, like a random item on the floor.
Okay. So it could be good for a guy like me that takes a lot of D.
I'm on my second boss.
I just took.
It's the Haunt.
Tiny Planet, good or not good?
That's
speed run?
Really bad for a speed run.
Okay.
Unless you have like a brimstone.
Okay.
It's just is gonna make it harder to land your tiers on stuff.
Okay. Is there any advantageous?
No, it's just not good.
Like I'm waiting for there's gonna be like some weird redeeming factor where I'm gonna have a chance to like win with it. If
you find a brimstone out of those devil deals you don't like to take, then maybe.
Because basically it's just delaying the time it takes for a shot to get where it needs to go.
Yeah, it's just a lot of flying around yeah,
I would not recommend taking it.
I think I love that item in like a regular run. because it lets me hit enemies in like unique positions without having to be directly like facing them.
Yeah.
You know, so you can hit like multiple targets at once if you're really good with it. But yeah, for a speed run, it's just your tiers just aren't landing where they need to go fast enough.
Second floor cleared. Where are you at?
I just finished my second floor, and I'm like 4 rooms into the third floor.
Are you
Found
really?
an Eddie room. I am. You're keeping pace with me right now.
Are you? Do you play Eddie rooms?
Oh yeah. Well, actually, you inspired me to do that because I didn't realize how good they were because I used to not use them in Afterbirth because I didn't need to because it was so easy to break the game. And then now it's like super huge value on streaks and stuff.
I just never knew the power of the Eddie room. It just,
Oh, they're so good.
I always just skip them. I'm like, this is a junk room. Why is this even in the game? And then it's like, this is so tiny planet against enemies that are chasing you is like the nightmare scenario.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
That's why
You didn't make it any easier on yourself. I'm expecting to pull away now that you have that.
Is there any item that gets rid of tiny planet?
No, brimstone, like I said, is really good. A knife, they kind of made that better. It used to be terrible with it, but now it's pretty cool. Technology, yeah, technology will do it. I see chat. I have your chat pulled up like it's my chat bordering my window right now.
You probably just see Lamau, huh? I mean, I've probably spent longer. All right.
Lamau. I found my boss room. You're dead. I gotcha.
But I got a great starting item. So like if you die, like what's the biggest comeback you've seen? Like is this so you're on floor 3, I reset.
Biggest comeback, I mean, somebody's gonna have to die or just not hit any good items. It's still possible for you to come back if you just make a lot of gas.
But for you,
rare.
Yeah, but for you right now, you're like, okay, like you know where I am roughly, and you're like,
I'm cruising. So now instead of like worried you're breathing down my neck, I can be like, oh, I'm gonna go back and if I have an extra roll, I'll go roll this room, or I'll go check my shop now, or you know, just any kind of little bit of value that I think might be able, like I'm not just gonna go like boss, done. I can kind of take my time, look around a little bit.
Has that happened to you a lot of speed runs where like someone will make a mistake and then it's just like for you, it's like then you just step on the
it's less pressure as well. So a lot of racing too can be, depending on your opponent, like just trying to stay ahead of them, just keeping the pressure on them. And then they can make mistakes, or they're gonna just try to play as fast or faster than you and just not have enough, you know, items where they're gonna live.
So as competitive as you are, when you run, do you have chat open, or do you like when you've raced before?
If I race, I close that all. Like if it's like an actual, then I close it all.
Why?
I can't do it. I just it's soon as like the streamer in me is like, I can't not look at it, you know, unless it's just not there.
Yeah.
So, and plus, if I'm like looking over there and people are like second guessing me and like backseating me and so like, whoa, why did he do this? Why did he do that? And like, there's a reason probably, but I'm gonna want to stop and explain it, and I don't have time for that when I'm in a race.
Oh, I got you. Well, I just I don't know if it was like getting updates on the race from other people, like, oh, he just, you know, your competitor just beat this boss, or you know, is on this floor.
Oh no, I'll be looking at their screen like I would be chat normally instead. Because I have ADHD, so multitasking like is in my blood. I have to be doing 2 or 3 things at once at all times. So it's like perfect for being a streamer.
Yeah.
But I can't do like chat plus watch a screen plus speed run. I can't max out too much. That's an awful item.
This has nothing to do with Isaac, but have you found like when you're done streaming, what do you like the second you're done, like what do you do to decompress? Like do you see like, not stars, but don't you feel like, do you feel amped up, or when you're done are you like gassed?
It depends. Yesterday I was amped up because I broke a run for 2.5 hours trying to get a clicker to change myself into the keeper so that I could unlock something without dying on the keeper to make him easier to play. Like when I do play him, like the wooden nickel unlock where he starts with it and stuff like that. So I got to the point to where like I had maybe 2 or 3 more rolls and I was like in the hush room and I was trying to clicker myself into the keeper. And like the last roll, I actually turned myself into the keeper and got it done. Then I found an R key and I turned everything into breakfast. So I was like, just feeling like I was like, you know, the best ever.
Oh, you are the #1 Isaac player in the world.
Well, people in chat were just like, all that time and wasted, you know, and I'm like, oh yeah. So it's like I get to prove the naysayers wrong, and I don't know. I was pretty pumped up. So I don't know. I'll go find Lisa and I'll brag to her, I guess. I don't really have anyone else to talk to, like to share my daily Isaac adventures with. So she humors me, and I'll go talk with her, and then we'll watch like RuPaul's Drag Race or something to wind down, or like Hell's Kitchen, or you know, something like that we watch together.
One of the couple shows.
Yeah.
I got you.
We have several. Honestly, though, usually my kid has still been awake, and there's no relaxing because we're just constantly going in there and trying to tuck him in and get him to stay in bed. So it's been a battle. Like he went to bed at 2 a.m. last night. So.
Yeah, I mean, it's the dad life, you know.
Yep, it's the dad life. It's what you signed up for. I'm on Catacombs 2 finishing it. It's Bighorn. I don't really have that many great items. I have not seen my first angel room though yet either.
Have you got any DDs?
Nope. I got a spoon, and here's my first angel room. It is Monstrance, which is the thing that gives you the aura around you.
Yeah.
The damage aura. I like it. It's cool. I'm gonna do a strength to kill the angel faster because I got the beefy angel, and I'm gonna roll that item. Yeah, I'm going a little slower than I would like, but like I said, usually you get to hold R, and you're gonna start off with a damage item instead of having to force your way through here.
Yeah. What, like racing without holding the R button?
I got the mind. That's really good.
Does it? Is that one of the Triforce looking things? Oh, because that gives you all the pathing, right?
Full mapping, yeah.
So that's a dream item.
It's really good. Now I just need some damage to go along with it, and we'll be solid.
So realistically, you're probably 3 floors ahead.
I'm in the depths one right now.
What number floor is that?
That is number 5.
Okay.
I've got 5 red hearts, 1.5 soul hearts.
What's your D?
It's base 3.5, okay. But I have some tier 8.
Chat's already saying it's over, but you have to know it's never over. Some strange things could happen.
If I don't find damage tier 8 or some sort of item that's going to help me kill things faster, I could potentially slow down a lot, like when I hit the womb. So we'll see. So worst thing is getting to like the womb and not having damage and just being like stuck in those really bad tanky rooms, you know, and struggling to survive instead of go fast.
So, and if you're me right now, you got to take a bunch of chances to catch up.
Yeah, you're gonna have to play pretty YOLO hard, probably to catch up at this point.
I need like brimstone. Give me something, Daddy. Give me something. Nail. Would you nail for 2 hearts? I only have 3.
Oh.
No.
Not with the way the nail is now, because it only gives you half a heart now instead of a full heart.
Yeah.
Like before, the nail I thought was great for speedrunning because like I didn't feel like it was possible to die with it once I had it. But now with it being half as much health you're getting, I don't know.
So I
don't know if it's still good.
I ended up, I mean, this is me YOLOing. I took Little Brim For 2 hearts, would you have done that or no?
I mean, yeah,
Just
but
because you got to catch up.
yeah, you're at 1 heart though. That's really ballsy.
You said YOLO. All right.
That is very YOLO. Just you gotta make it work now. Get some soul hearts or something. You might have to roll for health from the boss.
I mean, it may catch me up like a couple, not floors, but rooms. But
Got a stapler.
what's your H at? I think my chance is you have to die. What's your
I've
H at?
got 5 red hearts, 1.5 soul hearts. I found another library, which I'm gonna stop to roll maybe a couple of times.
Yeah, take it. How about like 5 times?
I also have an AWAS. So
Is that a skip? Floor skip?
that's a floor skip. So I'm probably gonna hit that womb 1.
Oh, see, I thought you were gonna say you weren't gonna use it because you didn't want
No, I
to
was
like
gonna
dunk
hit that
on.
womb 1.
Because you didn't want to dunk on me.
You're dunking on yourself right now, bud. It's got nothing to do with me. If you die, you're dunking yourself. So you can't even blame me for that one.
No, I would expect you to dunk on me. Like if you didn't use the EWAS, I would be like, I would take that personal.
A dunka. Okay, let's go see what's in our library.
I'm trying to think, are there any like super OP items that
Tech X is pretty top tier.
like I'm saying like super skip items?
Like as you don't want, or
No, that like say I get on floor 1, like Mama Mega. Can you get Mama Mega from a normie room?
I think that's shop item pool. I think that's shop item pool.
Just for the record, I would use the R key just to like see if I can make it someone competitive. Chat was like, he said no R key. Cobalt's probably like 10 minutes from winning. So I'm just seeing if we could come back.
I'm probably, well, yeah, 10 to 15 minutes at this point.
So I would have to have like a world record run to beat you. Not saying it couldn't happen. But
or if I die.
R key Randall.
I'm going, like I said, I'm backtracking right now to flop a few rolls into my book room, because if I roll my book room enough, it turns into actual items.
Oh, you can like breakfast it into items?
Oh yeah, if you roll through all of the books, then they turn into actual items. So and also the more library, or if you find a library, your chance to find a library again increases.
That's good.
So I just like to check them and roll them as much as I can.
So I think I'm trying to like identify. I mean, I got a ton of weak areas, but I think item selection is pretty like taking that tiny planet was devastating. Right?
Knowing your item pools and then your item selection. The tiny planet was really rough.
Like that shouldn't happen.
Yeah, that's a rough one.
So I guess like you can't say for you, but for someone who I probably have like 65% working knowledge of the item pool. Mm-hmm. If it's something you're unsure of, you just skip it, right? In a race. Or you're what?
Yeah.
I mean, I know you know, like you either know it or able to figure it out really quickly. But for
yeah, if you're like in a tournament, you should know all that stuff. But if you're just doing it for fun, then yeah, probably just skip it if you don't know exactly what it does.
Or you YOLO.
Or you could YOLO, sure, for fun factor.
All right.
I'm fighting mom's foot right now.
So you've seen me in action, you know, like you've seen Ryan Gary in action. You're not going to hurt any feelings on either side of the coin. If I play him 10 times, how many times do you think I can beat him?
Is this with or without practice?
With your tips and say 1 day of practice.
Okay. 3 out of 10?
Okay, so you think I can beat him 3 out of 10 times?
Ideally.
Okay. What would I need to do to get it up to 5 out of 10?
Not die.
Okay.
It would, like, just survivability, like whether that's just slowing down a little bit or checking your shops and trying to pick up the soul hearts. You know, checking your shops for soul hearts. Yeah, just not dying.
Okay.
That's how I won the first boiler, was just by not dying. Because it was basically whoever didn't die at that point would get the win. So that's kind of like the mentality I went in with. But now it's like you have to reset and know like what items you're looking. People have just gotten better since then.
Yeah.
So you have to put some more work in.
What are your thoughts on seeded runs versus non-seeded runs?
So I didn't think I liked the seeded run stuff, but we actually did a tournament with Sunday where he like fronted all the stuff for it, and it was seeded.
Is that the Minecraft guy?
It wasn't that bad. That's the Minecraft guy. Yeah,
Yeah.
he had an interest in Isaac for a while, and he wanted to run a seeded tournament, and it's not as bad as I thought, but I still prefer non-seeded just because I just feel like that's how it's meant to be done. Maybe I'm just old school.
You think
All right,
seeded
I'm
is how it's
Womb 2
meant
now.
to be done, or not seeded?
Not seeded.
Yeah. Well, like, I mean, I don't really have an opinion, but it seems like it would take some of the excitement out of it.
I would think that as well, but depending on the decisions you make during your run, you can actually end up having very different runs. Like if you skip an item, or if you don't check a room and somebody gets like an item out of a gold chest that you miss, like there is enough variance where it's not as bad as you would think, or as I initially thought. So I wouldn't really have a problem with doing like either.
Yeah. But your preference
either.
is unseeded?
My preference is unseeded just because I feel like with the resetting, you have more of like a strategy and control over it. With like what items you're looking for and what you want to take. And just anytime you have more control over the RNG, I think that's better. For like a racing competitive kind of scenario.
Got it. How you feeling right now?
Okay.
Speaking of races, how you feeling about this one? Where you at?
Womb 2, but I did not AWAS just because I have full mapping. And the bosses didn't look too far away.
So what are you saving? Can you do it on the cathedral?
No, if I do it
can't?
now, it'll take me to the devil as well, which isn't gonna be the chest like we agreed to. So it's kind of dead in the water.
So you didn't get any usage out of it then? Well, that's,
No, I should have probably used it, but I opted to go for the extra boss item instead.
was it worth it?
Yeah, I got synth oil, so it's pretty worth it.
And
So
that's
I've got 6.45 damage right now.
and that's just the kind of stuff that, like the gambles you take based on like your.
If you were right behind me,
Yeah.
I would have AWAS'd. If you're not right behind me, I can check the boss and get a synth oil.
Got it.
Yeah, it just depends, like I said, where your opponent's at. That's a lot of the strategy. I like to always have like lead the pace, right? Because then they're feeling like they're pressured to catch up.
Yeah.
Or that they know I'm just gonna win, right? So it's just more stress and more pressure.
What are your thoughts on using the item description mod during a race?
If it was a tournament, I would ban people being able to do that. unless it was like, all right, everybody is using this. It's like all or nothing kind of thing.
Yeah.
I just don't like anyone having any mods just because I don't want external sources.
Messing with like,
Right.
yeah, maybe all of a sudden this guy gets brimstone 25% more and you don't really know. Yeah, I got you. All right, so I'm on Catacombs 2. I just got Mom's knife with 1 red heart. Are you scared?
Ah, you're coming for me, bud. Can feel the heat. I got sulfur. Do I want this empty vessel? Yeah, why not? It gives me 2 black hearts. Okay. I'm in the cathedral now.
Talk to me, because I haven't really had too many of them. Talk to me about the Purgatorium rooms.
Okay, so I don't think they're that great unless you're specifically running to the beast.
Uh-huh.
So you have to skip item rooms to have a percentage chance to find one, unless you find like a magic 8 ball, which gives you like a standard 10% chance kind of thing. if you're going to the beast, what I like to do is, if I'm playing a character like Samson, where if I'm taking damage, I'm getting damage, so it kind of carries me through the floor. If I feel comfortable that I'm not going to die, I'll skip like all of my item rooms and I'll go to the alternate floors. And when you're going back down through the beast, you get your item rooms again, right?
Mhm.
But it also identifies that second blind item for you.
I
So
got
you can actually make the best choice and you're still getting the items, but then you can also make a planetarium.
Ah, I see.
So you're basically getting just an extra planetarium item on top of all your stuff you're picking up before the beast. But otherwise, I don't think it's that worth it unless you just randomly run into one. Some of them are not great. Terra, I really like a lot because it's damage and then it lets you blow up all the rocks. Jupiter's obviously awful. I like Pluto.
Are there any items that open up all the doors?
Yeah, Hermes, Mercury. It just leaves that one's that one's pretty busted. I might ban that for racing actually. I don't know if I would need to though because unless
No one would
you're
ever
skipping
get it.
item rooms. Yeah, it'd be really rare. It's like a 1% chance if you're checking your item rooms to get a planetarium.
Yeah, and then to get that item is like, come on, you kidding me?
Pretty rare, but it also could be like almost a guaranteed win too.
Even if they were like 2 or 3 deaths behind.
No. You're not going to see a lot of deaths in like a tournament race, most likely, unless somebody is really behind and they're just trying to push it for a chance to come back.
Yeah, it's never really
I
over.
live for the close runs.
Yeah, that's what you just never really know what could happen in a race.
Exactly. You could open up a gold chest and get like a Steven or something crazy like that. So I'm fighting Isaac now.
Okay.
I've got my sulfur, so I've got my brimstone activated with my double bookworm chance. Not too much damage. I do have an Algiz.
What's that?
30 seconds of invincibility when I pop it.
Okay. Are there
So
any
that's
more
gonna
like
be-
re-rolls you're like considering doing just to like tighten up your run a little bit?
No, I had to drop my D6 for the sulfur. I'm actually kind of low on health, Dan. I don't know. 3 hearts. Been pushing it a little bit. If I die, I'm retiring from Isaac forever.
Why?
I'm gonna pass the mantle to Dan. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do that, but I would feel pretty bad about that right now because the run's not too bad.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, look, I'm pretty far behind. I think, you just put a little sauce on it and then just see what happens. Try to make, I think if I'm you, I'm trying to get as much D as possible and maybe like, dunking on me. Cause what kind of, you think I can run with you?
I think you're doing just fine, honestly.
I appreciate that.
I think with a little bit of practice, you'll be just fine. I mean, you already have a ton of time in Isaac, so that's...
I mean, we're talking.
Oh, you have the Mercury! Oh, look over, he's got wings on his head.
I was trying to just stall as long as I could, man. Because I knew,
wow.
Because I knew once
Look
you
at
found out, I gotta fight these guys. It was like I got that item, I had no idea what it was, and you're like, yeah, there's a 1% chance, and I saw it from chat was just Pog.
You're so good at keeping me talking and distracted to look over there, and you're literally talking about the things you have. Sneaky.
I just like
The
I've never even
tracks.
seen. It's like you couldn't even like draw this up on a whiteboard of actually like I didn't know this item exists, and then to get it, to
So unfortunately,
you gold chest.
in my chest, I have the full mapping, and my boss room is 2 rooms away. It's one of those weird loop rooms.
Yeah.
I also got cancer out of my chest, which is the 3 soul hearts that if I get hit, I only take a half a damage for the rest of the room.
So it's like almost like a GG.
Should be finishing up here in a second. That was really lucky. I got the room with all the horsemen in it, and moving in to the blue baby fight. Man, you really put some gas on the pedal though, bud. Like,
I mean, I just got the
wow.
luckiest item of all. I didn't even know there was an item that
So
could
lucky.
open every door.
That's so good. I was like, yeah, I might ban that. And you're just like, do, 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 do.
It's gonna make a good YouTube video, and I got
Oh,
all your links will be in it too, because it's like the
I
Isaac run
appreciate
you
it.
wouldn't believe. Give me a
And
time.
done.
What do you think your time was on that?
28:39.
Which is, you said anything sub 30 is just legendary.
I would say for repentance, yeah, 20 to 25 to 30 would probably be the goal. Like I said, I haven't practiced it a lot, but 20 to 25 was what everybody was aiming for back in the Afterbirth Plus days. And I think everybody pretty much agrees that Afterbirth Plus was a lot easier. So, man,
What?
the knife and the Hermes.
I mean, dude, it was like when you're trying to make, like, you know, good content and stuff, they're like, oh, this would be awesome if this would happen, and then sometimes it happens, and then sometimes that happens.
Yeah, I want to see you finish it out now. Oh, well, I cursed him.
Oh, I was already dead before you said that.
Oh, you died right when I said it on my screen, and I felt terrible.
Oh, dude, that was fun, man. I mean, you buried us, but there's a lot of good tips in there, man. I feel like, you know, if I lose by 50 to Jordan, I can beat you know, like Robert Ory by 3.
I've given you the keys. Now you just gotta, you know, put them in the ignition.
Yeah. So talk to me about, like, and I know your schedule changes a little bit, but vaguely, for people that, you know, that are Isaac fans and are the maybe 0.001% chance that doesn't know who COBALTSTREAK is. When are you live on Twitch and stuff so people can watch you?
Usually I'm live 6 days a week. I start at about 5 p.m. Central and I go to around 11. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, I actually play D&D now. So I start at 4 p.m. on Tuesdays, and then D&D's at 7 for a few hours. And Thursdays, it's at noon. That's on a different channel, though. I actually get paid to play D&D on that channel, which is the dream.
Nice. What's your character?
It's super awesome. I am a dragonborn sorcerer named Skith. I named him after Skithrix, the dragon from Magic the Gathering with Infect.
Okay.
And he's basically just a really arrogant jerk that only wants power and money and greed, you know. So that
when people tune into your Twitch show, like, what do you like to do for Isaac on Twitch?
So right now I'm working on an all random character run on my 100% Dead God unlock file.
So what does that mean? What does that mean?
So everything's unlocked. If I'm only going to streak on a file with everything unlocked, that way you have all the good and all the bad items. It's not like the file's not curated to only have good stuff on it.
Okay.
And what I do is I go to wheelofnames.com and I put all of the 34 characters on the wheel. Since there's no way to random tainted and non-tainted at the same time, right?
Oh.
And so I'll spin it and it'll pick my character, and then I can go to any boss I want to end. And I'm just trying to do that, no resets, as many in a row. And I've gotten up to 34 twice. And then I died on my PB run the other day, which was terrible, but it happens.
Well, Cobalt,
it's really tough.
Yeah, man, dude, this was like, I always tell people, you're the first channel I started watching on Twitch, the first channel I subscribed to. And dude, this was a lot of fun, dude. Thank you so much for coming on. And like, I think you put a few more bullets in my chamber. I gotta, you know, I think if I can eliminate some of the bonehead moves and you know, institute a couple of your new tech, you know, I'm gonna try to win one for you.
Let me know if you and NL decide to throw down again, because I'd want to watch that.
Yeah.
And
I gotta
if
practice.
if you have any tainted characters that you're having trouble with and you need some tips, I'm happy to come on again and whenever coach you.
I appreciate it, man. Maybe this would be a semi-regular segment then.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun. Thanks for inviting me.
All right, see you, Kobe.
Have a good one.
Moderinos, can we get a link to Cobalt's channel and get some easy clap in the chat for Cobalt? Look. Why in chat if you think that moves the needle a little bit closer for us to beat Ryan Gary, and in chat if no. Twitch.tv/COBALTSTREAK.